Welcome everybody to ABC Interactive English. I am your host, Shane.
And I'm your host, Nina. And today we're doing part B of all kinds of jobs.
Okay, so all kinds of jobs. And I know that they're going to be talking a little bit about their dream jobs in this dialogue. So I was curious, like when you were young, you know, you were maybe a kid, did you have a dream job?
Oh, yes. So when I was younger, I loved singing. I still love singing, but when I was a kid, I wanted to be a singer. Or an actress or something along those lines.
Like an entertainer.
Exactly.
That kind of thing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. When I was a boy, I wanted to become a professional baseball player.
You were very good at playing baseball?
Yeah, I was pretty good.
Okay.
And later, as I got older, I got interested in, I wanted to be a pilot.
Yes.
I wanted to fly some really cool airplanes.
Ooh, that does sound fun.
And that does sound really cool, but eventually I didn't do it. I became a teacher instead.
That's cool. Do you like it?
Yeah, I think it is now my dream job.
Awesome.
How about you?
Yeah, well, besides singing and acting and that part of the industry, I also have always been very good at creative things. So like designing or drawing. And now, aside from being a host, I also do some interior designing.
Very cool.
Yeah, so it's also one of my dream jobs, I would say.
All right, well, let's find out about Lewis and Carol's dream jobs.
Okay.
Lewis and Carol are talking about their dream jobs.
I bet your dream job is being an actress on the big screen.
Actually, my dream is to be a journalist on TV.
I can see that. You're a master at asking questions.
Thanks. Now, I can see you as a great musician.
That's my dream. I don't think my parents will go for it, though.
All right, so we are in part B of all kinds of jobs. And what's going on now?
Okay, so Lewis and Carol are talking about their dream jobs. All right, I will be Carol.
I will be Lewis.
Okay.
Okay, so Lewis begins by saying, I bet your dream job is being an actress on the big screen.
So the same as Carol's the same as me, right?
You guys you have that dream of being a star.
Okay, what does Carol say? Actually, my dream is to be a journalist on TV. Okay, so it's different.
So she'll be like reporting the news and things like that on TV.
That sounds like fun. That's something I could do.
That would be pretty neat. Yeah, as long as you can be on television, right?
Well, it doesn't have to be on television, but I think the idea is kind of to be a presenter, right? Someone that can do something like show or act or stuff like that.
Okay, perform in a way.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, so Lewis says, I can see that. You're a master at asking questions.
Ooh, okay. She is a master.
Yeah, so if you're a journalist, you do have to do a lot of interviews.
Yes, that's true.
Right? So she's a master at asking questions. So a master is a person who is very skilled or is an expert. So for example, you could say, she is a master at making cookies.
Ooh, that means she's very good at making cookies.
That's right, very skilled.
What are you a master at?
I'm a master. My cookies are pretty good.
Okay.
I think I'm a master at making hummus.
Hummus. Oh, I love hummus. Okay.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字跟文法重点。首先来看看单字的部分。Master 名词，专家、大师。George became a master at playing the piano after many years of practice. 经过多年的训练 ，George 成为了钢琴大师。我们再来看一下文法重点。刚刚对话提到了 on the big screen， 在电影里。Big screen 直译的意思就是大荧幕，意思就是电影，也可以指的是影坛。注意呢，要用冠词 the。On TV 则中间不加冠词。我们来看看这个例句。I saw my favorite actor on the big screen last night. 我昨天晚上在电影里看到了我最喜欢的演员。接着我们回到课文当中。
And so Carol responds, "Thanks. Now I can see you as a great musician."
Oh, so she can see him as a great musician.
Yeah, so I'm guessing he plays some kind of instrument.
Okay, well, let's find out. All right, so Lewis says, "That's my dream. I don't think my parents will go for it, though."
Oh, that's the biggest problem when your parents don't go for it. So when someone goes for something, it means to choose or try something. Or in this case, it means to support it.
Or to allow it.
Yeah.
Right?
我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的文法。Go for something， 接受、认同某事物。我们来看看这个例句。I don't think Brian will go for that idea. 我觉得 Brian 不会认同那个想法。接着我们回到课文当中。
Or so we've got somebody who wants to become like a TV
Journalist?
journalist,
Yes.
or maybe we've got somebody who wants to be a
Musician?
A musician, yeah, play some instruments.
Okay.
So why don't we take a short break and find out a little bit more about this musician Lewis.
Yeah, let's see what instrument he plays and, why his parents wouldn't go for it.
Okay.
Why not? Your guitar skills are incredible. And your lyrics are like poems.
My parents hope I follow in their footsteps and become a dentist.
Maybe you can please your parents and have your dream too.
Welcome back, everybody. So we're talking about what people want to do when they grow up. In this case, we're talking about Lewis and Carol.
Yes.
And Carol wants to be a TV journalist, right?
Yes.
Oh, I keep wanting to say anchor. The anchor is the people where you see on TV and they sit there and they present the news. They call that a TV anchor.
Yeah.
The journalist is usually the one who's outside giving interviews, right?
Yes.
So she wants to be a journalist. He is quite interested in becoming a musician, but he doesn't think that his parents will go for it.
Okay.
He's a bit afraid they won't support him.
Okay, so Carol asks, "Why not? Your guitar skills are incredible, and your lyrics are like poems." Okay, so he not only plays the guitar, but he also writes music, lyrics.
Right. And they're like poems. So what's a guitar? A guitar is just a stringed instrument. I think we all know, with a long neck, 5 or 6 or 12 strings that are strummed or bloop, bloop, plucked.
Yeah.
Strummed or plucked. So for example, in most rock bands, someone plays the guitar.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay, so he writes beautiful lyrics like poems. Lyric is the words of a song. For example, she memorized all the lyrics to her favorite song. Okay.
And his lyrics are just like poems. So a poem is a piece of writing, often with words that rhyme and have a particular rhythm. Poems usually have imaginative language that expresses strong feeling. So for example, you can say Charlie wrote a beautiful poem for his mother.
我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字 guitar 名词吉他 My dad plays the guitar very well. 我爸爸吉他弹得很好。lyric 名词歌词，在这里的意思惯用复数。The lyrics of this song are very meaningful. 这首歌的歌词非常有意义。Meaningful 指的就是有意义的。Poem 名词诗。Jack wrote a poem for his girlfriend. Jack 为他的女朋友写了一首诗。接着我们回到课文当中。
All right, so now Lewis says, well, my parents hope I follow in their footsteps and become a dentist.
Oh no, that's a lot of expectation.
Yeah, both of your parents are dentists. Yeah, then there might be a lot of pressure on you to follow in their footsteps. What's that mean?
Wow. So follow in one's footsteps means to do the same thing as someone before you, especially in family or work.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
For example, he wants to follow in his father's footsteps and become a doctor. So in this case, Lewis doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to do that.
Yeah,
He wants to be a musician.
Yeah, so Carol responds, maybe you can please your parents and have your dream too. Interesting. Does that mean he has to be a dentist and a musician?
Right, well, you could do both, right? You could become a professional, a dentist, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not work so many hours. And then also, at the same time, is more like a hobby. Pursue your love of music, and then maybe you become well-known, then you quit becoming a dentist. And then you continue. So,
I don't think that's the case. If you're studying to be a dentist, you're studying very hard for 7 years.
You always have some free time. You could still work on your music.
Yeah, but
right?
by then he would be so old and he would never be the rock star that
Never
he
say
wants
never.
to be.
Never say
okay.
never. Okay.
All right.
So we're looking at the vocabulary word please, which is a verb. That means to make content or give pleasure, or you could just say to make someone happy,
Yes.
right? So, for example, you could say, his thoughtful answers pleased the teacher.
Okay, so the teacher was happy.
Yes.
我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字 please 动词使满意使愉快 Joe's performance pleased everyone Joe 的表演使大家都很满意 Performance 指的就是表演表现文法的部分呢刚刚提到了 Follow in one's footsteps 追随某人的脚步 Footstep 在这里横用复数哦我们来看看这个例句David decided to follow in his father's footsteps and become a doctor. David 决定追随父亲的脚步，成为一名医师。接着我们回到课文当中。
Well, I think that they both, I think he can still do both of these things.
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
So that's what Carol was suggesting. Maybe he could still be a dentist and his parents will be happy, will be pleased. And on the side, he could pursue his his musician career, right?
Yeah, his careers. Maybe he can just be a songwriter. Some songwriters make a lot of money.
That's
true. Especially if they sound like poems. I'd like to hear one. Okay. All right, well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Lewis and Carol are talking about their dream jobs.
I bet your dream job is being an actress on the big screen.
Actually, my dream is to be a journalist on TV.
I can see that. You're a master at asking questions.
Thanks. Now, I can see you as a great musician.
That's my dream. I don't think my parents will go for it, though.
Why not? Your guitar skills are incredible. And your lyrics are like poems.
My parents hope I follow in their footsteps and become a dentist.
Maybe you can please your parents and have your dream too.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 ，master 名词，专家、大师 ；guitar 名词，吉他 ；lyric 名词，歌词 ；poem 名词，诗 ；please 动词，使满意，使愉快。接着我们来看一下文法的部分。On the big screen 在电影里 ，Liza first appeared on the big screen 20 years ago。Liza 初次出演电影是在20年前。Go for something 接受、认同某事物。Did the boss go for your idea? 老板认可你的想法了吗？ Follow in one's footsteps 追随某人的脚步。May wants to follow in her mother's footsteps and be a painter. May 想要追随她母亲的脚步，成为画家。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，那我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
If you're someone who enjoys physical activities, then you probably like working out. Working out is another way to say exercising, which is a physical activity that can improve your health and mood. Experts say you should aim to work out at least 300 minutes per week. And today's location is the perfect place for you to get your workout in, the Sanchong Civil Sports Center. Sanchong Civil Sports Center is a great place to work out. It has a swimming pool, ball court, exercise room, and more inside. Lots of popular classes are provided, such as dancing and spinning. The center often holds events. During certain hours, those over 65 can use parts of the sports center for free. The center has even created days just for women. There are free trial classes for women, and they can use certain facilities for free. Swimming classes only for women are also available. Sanchong Civil Sports Center hopes that with exercise and fun classes, people can develop healthy habits for life. Nothing feels better than a nice workout. And with so many different types of physical activities available at Sanchong Civil Sports Center, why wouldn't you want to go?